Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Did you know some everyday foods can be deadly? Yes, you heard it right. It's a shocking truth that some of the foods we consume regularly and even relish can pose severe threats to our health if not prepared correctly or consumed in excess. This revelation might seem bewildering, but it's a fact worth knowing to ensure our well-being. In this enlightening journey, we'll explore 5 of these common yet potentially dangerous foods. Each one of them could be sitting in your kitchen right now, innocently tucked away in a cupboard or your refrigerator. They might appear harmless, even beneficial as part of your daily diet. But beneath the surface, these seemingly benign foods can harbor hidden dangers. First on our list is the crunchy and delightful almond, a staple in many of our pantries. Next, we'll talk about kidney beans, a popular ingredient in chili and salads. Following that, we'll discuss the aromatic nutmeg that gives our desserts and beverages an extra kick. Then, we'll move on to rhubarb, a plant with a dual nature, both delicious and deadly. And finally, we'll delve into the world of cassava, a tropical root vegetable that can be both a lifesaver and a silent killer. Now don't panic just yet. It's not about scaring you away from these foods. Instead, we aim to educate. Knowing about their potential hazards can help us handle and consume these foods safely. After all, knowledge is the best defense we have against the risks they pose. So, buckle up for this thrilling culinary roller coaster ride as we unveil the secrets these everyday foods hide in plain sight. It's going to be an eye-opening exploration, a journey that will make you rethink your food choices and inspire you to approach your meals with a newfound sense of caution and respect. Now that I've piqued your interest, let's dive into our countdown of the top 5 deadly foods. Kicking off the countdown at number 5 are almonds. Now you might be thinking, almonds, those healthy, nutrient-packed snacks, how can they possibly be dangerous? Well, let's dive into that. Not all almonds are created equal. There are 2 distinct types: sweet almonds, which are the ones we usually consume, and bitter almonds. It's this latter type that may cause some concern. You see, bitter almonds contain a natural compound called amygdalin, which, when exposed to certain enzymes, breaks down into hydrogen cyanide. Yes, you heard that right, cyanide. Now, cyanide is a potent poison that interferes with the body's ability to carry oxygen in the blood. Consuming just a handful of raw, bitter almonds may lead to dizziness, headaches, nausea, and in extreme cases can even be fatal. But don't panic just yet. Most almonds sold in grocery stores are of the sweet variety, which are safe to eat. Moreover, bitter almonds undergo a careful heat treatment process that renders them harmless, so as long as you're not out in the wild munching on random almonds, you should be safe. It's a fascinating fact, isn't it? Even something as seemingly innocent as an almond can pack a potentially dangerous punch. So, the next time you munch on almonds, make sure they are sweet and not the bitter variety. Moving on to number 4, we have kidney beans. A popular ingredient in a variety of dishes worldwide, these little red legumes pack a punch of protein and fiber. But did you know, if not prepared correctly, they can be harmful to your health? Kidney beans contain a naturally occurring toxin called phytohemagglutinin. This is a type of lectin, a group of proteins found in a wide variety of foods. While some lectins are beneficial for health, others, like phytohemagglutinin, can be dangerous if ingested in large amounts. So, how does this toxin affect us? If consumed raw or improperly cooked, these beans can cause symptoms like severe nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. In some cases, it can even lead to hospitalization. Now, you may be wondering, how do you properly cook kidney beans to avoid this? The answer is simple. Soak them for at least 5 hours, then boil them for a minimum of 10 minutes. This process effectively breaks down the phytohemagglutinin, making the beans safe to eat. Remember, canned kidney beans are usually pre-cooked and safe to consume, but it's always a good idea to heat them up before eating. In conclusion, kidney beans are a nutritious and delicious food, but they require proper preparation. Never eat them raw or undercooked. Instead, soak and boil them to ensure they're safe to consume. To stay safe, remember to cook your kidney beans thoroughly. At number 3, we find a common spice, nutmeg. This fragrant addition to your spice rack may seem harmless, but in large amounts, it can pack quite a punch. Nutmeg, known scientifically as myristica fragrans, is a popular spice used in culinary dishes worldwide. It's known for its warm, sweet flavor, often used in holiday recipes like eggnog and pumpkin pie. But here's the twist. Consuming too much nutmeg can lead to what's known as nutmeg poisoning. Nutmeg contains a compound called myristicin, which is a psychoactive substance. When consumed in large quantities, it can trigger a range of symptoms, starting with dizziness, flushing, and a sense of intense warmth. As the effects intensify, one may experience hallucinations, a sense of impending doom, and even severe gastrointestinal reactions. Now, when we say large quantities, we're talking about consuming 2 tablespoons or more at once, which is quite a lot of nutmeg. So while your holiday eggnog or pumpkin pie is unlikely to cause any harm, it's certainly not a spice to be taken lightly. The effects of nutmeg poisoning can last up to 2 days and may require medical attention in severe cases. So remember, when it comes to nutmeg, less is more. A pinch of nutmeg can add flavor, but too much can be a serious health risk. So next time you reach for that spice rack, remember to use nutmeg sparingly. Our runner-up in this dangerous countdown is rhubarb. A staple in many a dessert, rhubarb's vibrant red stalks are a delight to the taste buds, but there's a deadly secret lurking just above them. You see, while the stalks are a safe and flavorful ingredient, the leaves of the rhubarb plant are a completely different story. They contain a naturally occurring toxin known as oxalic acid. When consumed in large amounts, this compound can cause a range of unpleasant symptoms. Initially, you might experience burning in your mouth and throat, difficulty breathing, and stomach pain, but that's just the beginning. As the oxalic acid continues to circulate in your body, it begins to interfere with your kidney's ability to filter out waste, leading to a dangerous condition known as oxalate poisoning. This can cause severe kidney damage, and in extreme cases even kidney failure, and unfortunately, cooking doesn't neutralize the oxalic acid. So even if you thought you could sneak a few leaves into your pie for extra bulk, think again. So what's the moral of the story? When it comes to rhubarb, enjoy the tart, juicy stalks, but always discard the leaves. Remember, the kitchen is no place for risky business. And while we're on the subject of risks, stay tuned for our #1 most dangerous food. You won't believe what it is. So when it comes to rhubarb, stick to the stalks and discard the leaves. And the most poisonous food you might be eating is cassava. Yes, you heard it right, cassava, also known as yuca, manioc, and tapioca. This root vegetable, native to South America, is a primary food source for over 500 million people in the developing world, thanks to its ability to flourish in challenging climates. But there's a dangerous side to this versatile tuber. Both sweet and bitter varieties of cassava contain compounds known as cyanogenic glycosides. These are natural substances that, when eaten raw or improperly prepared, can release cyanide in the body. Cyanide, as many of you may know, is a fast-acting and lethal poison. It can cause dizziness, headaches, nausea, vomiting, and even death. In times of scarcity, people may resort to eating cassava without adequately processing it, leading to a condition known as konzo. This irreversible paralytic disease affects the nervous system, causing weakness in the legs that can progress to complete paralysis. So how does one safely consume cassava? The key lies in thorough preparation and cooking. The traditional method of preparation involves soaking the cassava in water for several days, then cooking it at high temperatures. This process allows the cyanogenic glycosides to break down, making the cassava safe to eat. In many cultures, cassava is a dietary staple, providing a significant source of carbohydrates. It's used in a variety of dishes, from boiled as a side dish to ground into flour for baking to fermented and used in beverages. But remember, it's essential to prepare it properly. Cassava, like many things in life, is a testament to the fact that even the most ordinary things can contain hidden dangers. It's a reminder that knowledge and preparation are crucial when it comes to our food, because what we don't know can indeed hurt us. While cassava is a staple in many diets, it's crucial to prepare it correctly to avoid potential harm. So the next time you're peeling a cassava root or stirring a pot of tapioca pudding, remember to treat this humble tuber with the respect it deserves. So there you have it, 5 foods that could be deadly if not handled correctly. We've looked at almonds, which can contain traces of cyanide, and kidney beans, notorious for their toxic lectin content. We've also delved into the surprising dangers of nutmeg, a common spice that can bring about hallucinations and palpitations when overconsumed. Then we've uncovered the less-known fact about rhubarb leaves, which are rich in oxalic acid, a potent toxin. And finally, we've discussed cassava, a staple food in many parts of the world, yet it can be poisonous if not prepared correctly. It's fascinating and crucial to understand the potential dangers lurking in our everyday foods. But remember, the key is in proper food preparation and moderation. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe and leave a comment below. Hit the bell for more health and wellness inspiration. Until next time, stay healthy and happy.